Good morning, guys. What's going on with this NSPR? Reverse split 1 to 15. Okay. Why hasn't the platform adjusted it yet? Weird. I bet there's people trading this thing, thinking it's a gapper, thinking it's gapping up 1000%. Wait, if it's 1 to 15... Wait, isn't it down? Shouldn't it be trading at 750? It's 1 to 15, if I'm doing my math correctly. So it's actually gapping down 20% or so. 22%. In 2014, I shorted a reverse split. It was a similar scenario. It kind of started ticking higher and it was up like 1000% or so. And I'm like, what the fuck? I don't care what the news are. I'm gonna short it anyways. There needs to be some mean reversion. And then it kept going higher and I added. Kept going higher, I added. Before I know it, I lost half of my account before market open. I went full retard. Never go full retard. Envy's parabolic short. I don't know. No, not for me. Maybe if it goes to 35 today, I would be interested tomorrow. Yeah, meanwhile, while they're at it, they could cancel my trades also. My losing trade from 2014 would be nice if they cancel that trade. Yeah, EMC, GME, they're both going. BB... No, BB is not going, but COS is going. Actually, no, it's not going either. Okay, yeah. AMC and GME are the ones, but... I'm not sure they're gonna pull any magic tricks out of the hat this time around. They're just so bloated. Especially AMC, this thing is so bloated. Or maybe they will, I don't know. Envis, I would prefer one more update. It's not extended enough. And now it's not even gonna gap up. It would have been better if it had opened up over 30. I don't know. It's not a. It's maybe a 3-star. I'm not gonna touch it. It looks like I may add to my HEQ position. Silver is capping up a little bit from this little consolidation. Thinking about doubling up my position by another. Let's see, maybe buy another 100,000 shares. Crocs earning CP. Yeah, maybe it's already. This is the problem. Okay, this thing is a 10-bagger in a year. That's the problem. But it has gone sideways for like 3 months, so I'm building higher lows. But yeah, it's not a young trend anymore. It could work, but I wouldn't. I won't touch it. It's too thin, anyways. Big numbers, but easy comps, that's why. I guess. Yeah, it is hard to find neglected stocks. That's the prep. Yeah, their earnings beat and record quarter from selling Bitcoin. Oh, David, what did you do? Why? That's really a boomer move. How's your laptop now? Is it fine? No. You ordered a new one? Nice. You can use the old one for target practice. Did you guys hear that? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I've been drinking Celsius the past few days. I just bought one of every flavor. So far, I don't like them as much as Nocco. And I may as well get accustomed to them, since I promised Celsius if its stock goes to 100, I'll go drink Celsius for life. This one is okay, but not great. Crispy pear. Actually tastes like shit. Tastes like crispy shit. Alright, good luck guys. Wick Sicko, I don't know about that, but I was thinking about buying it yesterday, but it was so thin, so I passed. I mean, it was super thin. UPS. Yeah, I done an EP last year. That is true. Square also had this little pocket pivot type of a thing yesterday, but I passed on it. Roku also. Not really. This pen is actually bouncing off the rising 150. But none of these are really my type of setups. Twitter looks good, but it reports in a few days. That's the problem. 2 days after the close. The win rate on a perfect parabolic short. Yeah, win rate on parabolic shorts will probably be higher than on EPs. Yeah, the Etsy does look good on a weekly. Carvana broke out yesterday too. I passed on it. Maybe I shouldn't have. Big weekly breakout. Instead, I added more to this super slow AMAT stock. Oh yeah, NVAX. This one broke out yesterday. I didn't add to it, but yeah, it was a decent one, I guess. The whole sector has been strong. MU. I'll watch some YouTube. Is there anything moving, guys? Kupang, yeah, it looks okay, I guess. It's kind of basing after that IPO sell-off. Not super excited about it yet. PLL? Yeah, I'm looking at PLL every day. There was a setup yesterday on it. What's the one? What's the stock people were talking about every single day? What was the name? What was the ticker? Yeah, KOPN. Yeah, like up here, every single day, like KOPN, KOPN. There was like 5 people spamming it. UNFI. Yeah, I mean, it looks like a decent setup, I guess. Yeah, it looks okay. Oh, man. This market. Gotta be so selective. Incredibly selective. Like, can't we have a decent pullback? Reset a lot of these charts. It's kind of hard to get a good rally going when, you know, the indices look like this. Well, the Nasdaq looks better. Nasdaq is kind of flagging. Russell too, but tough. Tyrex. Yeah, it's halted. All right, let's do another struggling trader review. This time it's O Trader 1's turn. All right, CLH. I'm reading it right. This was when he entered and got stopped out. Was it a good setup? I don't think it was. Wide and loose. It wasn't nice and tight. Next one, APHC. That's the same day I entered it. I thought it was a decent setup, but then it mean reversed and went to shit. Like, I thought it was a good setup, but obviously it didn't work out. Apps. Here, okay, let's see here. Was it nice and tight? Could have been tighter. I would have preferred it. It wasn't. It didn't feel really complete. It was a little bit too loose. But otherwise, it was an okay setup. But at some point, you know, stocks gotta rest. Like, you know, you go back. This stock was already up like in a year. This stock was already up over 2,000%, and you know, no stocks go up forever. So you gotta put that in perspective. You know, if this base was down here, it would have probably worked out. At some point, you know, things just have to rest. Etsy. They stay here. Was it a good setup? It was an okay setup, but it was surfing the 50-day, building higher lows, got a little bit tighter before the breakout, took out this nice range, but it failed. And also, remember, the Nasdaq was also in a downtrend. It was below the 20-day was sloping down, the 10-day was sloping down. So it's not really a great environment to buy breakouts. That's why I've gone through many times. When these moving averages are sloping down. Next one, I'm not sure what day it was, March 26. March 26. Wait, March 26. That's a good setup. That's where I bought AM at. But he sold the same day, from what I understand. Okay. UNFI. Bought it here. Was it a good setup? You know what? It was actually pretty decent. Nice trend, clean trend. Kept surfing the 20-day. Had this tight range and then the range expansion. It was an okay setup. Nothing crazy. But it didn't work out. The market has been kind of tricky. Mogo. Again. This one wasn't really a... You know, like buying microcaps of the 50-day, it's usually better. Like this type of microcap stocks, they're better to buy off the rising 10 and the rising 20-day. Not the 50, it's usually, it doesn't work out as well, in my opinion. The 50 is more for like larger cap and mid cap stocks that have better institutional support. These microcaps can be a little bit too random. 8th of April. Not a good setup. It's kind of all over the place. It was a much better setup here when it had completed a better flag, but right here it was too short of a flag. Looked too choppy. And even here where it had a great setup, it failed because the market was kind of so-so. MSTR 0409. Well, the common theme for all of them, some of them were okay setups, some of them were not very good. The common theme is it hasn't been a great breakout market for the past like 2 months. That's the problem. That's the problem. Especially not for these like micro and small cap stocks. Large caps have been working fairly well, but micro and small caps haven't really been working well at all. MSTR, the 9th of April, I really don't see anything here. It looks super random. It's below the 50-day, below like all these. It's no, not a good setup. Too random. Focus on the ones that are surfing the rising moving averages. W. 9th of April. I don't know. Wait for the breakout. Like, I see what you saw here. You gotta wait for the breakout. You need the stock to prove itself. Otherwise, you're gonna wait for something that may never happen. Let's see here. And what was the one? Riot on the 12th of April. 12. Oh, that's when I bought it. Yeah. It looked okay, but obviously it didn't really work out that well. It went up for a couple of days and then it just hard reversed. You know what's interesting with Mara and Riot? They bounced off the rising 100-day and now they're building these small ranges. Not a traditional setup on mine, but this is like one of the more exciting sectors, the cryptos, Bitcoin, all of that. It's something I will keep an eye on. mRNA, 9th of April. Wait, that's a not really a type of setup I'm trying to teach you, but I see what you see. It was kind of surfing the 100-day, reclaimed, and had this range expansion candle. And yeah, it worked out really well. Fiverr. Again, like these, you know, avoid these types of setups. It's focus on the ones that are surfing the, in this case it was like a mid-cap stock. Like I taught you guys, if you watch the swing trading school videos, focus on the ones that are surfing the 10, 20 and 50-day. And if it's a micro cap, you know, don't even look at the ones that are surfing the 50-day. Like these types of setups, they're not good. And it's pretty much the more of the same. End tap on this day here. Yeah, I don't know. It looks. Oh, ADR 2.1. You shouldn't even be touching this thing, but I see what you see. It's a kind of a tight flag, you know, nice trend, surfing the 10-day. I see what you see, but you know, these types of setups in a market like this, not really tough. Yeah, best time to buy breakouts is when the market comes out of a multi-month range or comes out of a multi-month correction. That's when you usually get free money when it comes to breakouts. But again, since like mid-late February, breakout trading has been a very tough game, and it's just part of the game. You gotta wait it out. That's how trading is most of the time. You gotta realize it and accept it. And Beely again, like, you know, you keep buying stocks that are kind of broken. Where did you buy it? On this day here. Okay, this one actually did work out. And I see what you see, kind of surfing the 100th day, but again, stick to the ones like I teach in swing trading school. I'm not gonna go through the last couple, it's more of the same. Alright, that was O-Trader 1. Yeah, Russell is actually very strong. That's interesting. That's interesting because for the past month or so, spikes, or actually, yeah, month and a half, the Nasdaq and the S&P 500 have been much stronger than the Russell, and today actually Russell is much stronger than the other ones. Interesting. You know, there's nothing going on where my watch list is empty and my daily like breakout tracker is empty, or breakout and episodic pivot tracker. And remember, we're in the middle of earnings season and this list is empty. This is like for example, November to February, there was always at least 10-15 stocks every single day in this watch list, and many days even more. That's where we are. Gotta wait it out and not do something stupid. Wait for times where our edge is strong. Yeah, and what's the ADR on UPS? Can you remind me what's the ADR on this thing? That's the problem. $1.27. That's like as low as it can get. Like, or 1.7. You know, there's not many stocks that have lower ADRs than this. This is literally a boomer stock. %99 of the time. Like, even if it works out, goes to like low mid 20s or something, or 200s, you know, most of the time, like, trading something like this is a waste of time. You want to be in fast moving things. And even here, if you look at the EP last July, okay, nice. If you had bought it, you know, it went up 30% over the next few months. But if you go back to that period, that earnings season, July, August, there were a lot of EPs that made, you know, much bigger moves than that, because they were higher ADR stocks. You know, don't go down in the quality ladder just because there's nothing going on. You don't have to trade every single day. You don't have to trade every week. You don't have to trade every month. If you're a swing trader. You should never go down in quality. Now obviously it's easier said than done. We've all been there. Just, you know, it gets boring and you start, you know, imagining as, you know, things look better than they actually look. Because our brains rationalize things because we really want to make trades. But that's not our job. Our job is not to make trades. Our job is to make money. Yeah, or you slip into day trading. Nothing wrong with day trading, but that's not really what we do here. Don't go down in quality, story of my dating life. No, general rule is, you know, when markets are trending down, you don't buy breakouts. Just don't. I'm gonna, you know, I would be over 100 million if I was better at that one single rule. But I'm not, because I'm a fucking loser. Can't even follow simple rules. RFP. Yeah, it looked good when it broke out here. Right now, it's just a random stock having a random update. Man, this BNTX. I can't let this one go. This is one of the few stocks that actually made big moves. Like, one of the very few liquid stocks that have made a big move the past month or two. And I totally disregarded it when it had this pocket pivot thingy. Oh, fucking idiot. Guys, I'm gonna tell you a secret. Let's keep it in this community. You can be a total moron and still make a lot of money. The key is never go full retard. End of rant. Yeah, hush hush. I'm your favorite moron? Thanks, man. I love you all, guys. Like, everyone is trying to be a rocket scientist, and they don't realize it. Being a moron and knowing where your limits are is many times more valuable than being a rocket scientist that doesn't know their limits. Especially in the markets. No, being a moron is not hard. being a rocket scientist. Well, trying to be a rocket scientist when you're not. Let me put it this way. Most people are morons. That's just how it is. You can realize it and accept it and act accordingly. Or you can be the type of moron that tries to be a rocket scientist when they're really not, and they don't realize that they're actually morons and not rocket scientists. And those are the people that get into trouble in the markets. Very few people are rocket scientists. Probably less than a couple of % of the population. And I'm not one of them. David, most rocket scientists are morons? Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. We want good setups in good markets. And right now, there's just not much. It's pretty slim pickings. There's been some, this net, I can't believe it. It shook me out of my majority of my position, and now it's going straight up. Oh. Now, some things have been working really well. Some things... But still, I haven't caught a really big move. I don't remember when I caught a really big move last time. Last time I had big moves, I think when I shorted Tesla and Plug. When I shorted Tesla here, it went down like 35% in the next month. And Plug also when I shorted it. I think it was the same day. And this one went down like 45% in the next month. Those were the last big moves I caught. And those were on the short side. On the long side, I don't think I've caught a big move since like January. In January I did catch a couple of really big moves. Like MSTR. That one more than doubled in a few weeks. SI. That one too. More than doubled in a few weeks. Riot and Mara. Those were in early February. Those two, like Riot almost tripled from my entry, and Mara... Well, Mara wasn't as strong. It went up like 80%. Those were like the last time I caught some big moves. But you can, you only need a few. And they're gonna, make significant changes to your accounts. So it's all about waiting for those good setups. Right now, it's just not many. Like, I've had some nice winners over the past month. I mean, some like stuff like AMAT, which I bought, so I've like 122 or something. Like, but it's such a slow stock, like, and it only made like a 20% move. A very slow moving stock. Can't wait for the next time I can catch a double. Or even 50% mover on big size. Ugh, this Roblox. Yeah, well, venture capital is literally about going for home runs. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you catch a trade where you make 20, 30, 50 times your initial risk. You only can, if you can find a few per quarter, you're gonna outperform 99% of all market participants. And if you can, find more than a few per quarter, assuming you don't do a lot of stupid stuff in the meantime, you're gonna have some very stellar returns. And if you have very stellar returns for like 3 years, 5 years, your children won't have to work. They can be total losers. They can be the biggest losers ever. You'll teach your loser children to trade for you. Yeah. You're deliberately poor so your kids won't be losers. That's why you're a total loser, David? Nice. Yeah, do you know? Yeah, it's true. Rich people tend to demand a lot from their children. That's true. Because everyone wants their children to become more successful than they are. And if you're really successful, it kind of creates a high hurdle for your kids. So you may as well teach them it's okay to be a total loser. Daddy's rich, daddy's gonna take care of you. Cola daddy, yeah. Guys, it's okay if you call me daddy. I'm totally fine with it. Oh yeah, stock daddy. Yeah, that's true. There can only be one daddy. You know the market is slow. You can actually get a fundamental breakdown on stocks. Interesting. In TC2000. Didn't know that. Hmm. What's this tiger doing today? Okay. You're my missing son? I doubt that. Well, I mean, earnings and revenue growth, like, it's not that, like, the most important thing is overall momentum and the, like, the linearity of the stock. And also I think if you can get access to like estimates are much more important than anything else, especially on like more cyclical type of stocks. You really don't need MarketSmith or, you know, that type of stuff. Yeah, the Husky Trader add-on, it's really great. By the way, if anyone go to like I think it's in the Discord, posted in the Discord. Husky Trader made an add-on to Chrome where you can, it's pretty much like MarketSmith and it's for free. Yeah, exactly what the J77 8K just posted. Yeah, exactly. It's really, really good. It's amazing. That's the power of community. Versus sucking your fans dry with, you know, these expensive courses and seminars and stuff like that. That a lot of traders that have made a name for themselves do. I get it, it's like free money, but, you know, I kind of do think you sell your dignity that way. Yeah. Oh yeah, I should maybe watch the new Minervini interview. Was it Moglen? On Richard Moglen? Um, oh yeah, there it is. I'll watch it later. I've read everything about Minervini, his books, and I even was in his paid service for a while. I studied everything available on him on the internet, but yeah, maybe you can always learn something new. If you double your position size on a low ADR stock, well, the thing is, a low ADR stock, if it goes down 50% overnight on some really bad news, now you're gonna be down 50% on twice the size. I understand your logic, but yeah, no, I don't think you like you shouldn't trade on low ADR stocks. Like I'm forced sometimes to trade some of these lower ADR stocks like SQM 2.8 ADR or ALB 3.6 or AMAT 3.3. I actually have a lot of low ADR stocks. But you guys, there's no reason. If you have less than a few million in your accounts, there's no reason to ever trade anything below 4 ADR or 5 ADR even. There's really no reason. It's just a waste of time. There's so many stocks out there. You're gonna need a very like you need a filter, right? Do I like Minervini's books? I don't know, do I? You can follow the instructions on the screen and find out. Like Minervini books are literally on my recommended books list. There's like 6 or 7 books there, and 2 of them are Minervini books. RBLX, it was kind of a recent IPO breakout. It's been building higher lows, had a little bit. It's not a super clean setup, but it's not a huge position, so it doesn't, I did it. These recent IPOs can make big moves sometimes, but it wasn't like a 5-star. It was maybe a 4-star setup at most. Yeah, that's a good quote. You lose nothing by running. Yeah, that's true. In the markets, if something feels not right, you run away. Fight another day. That goes for anything in life, really. Anything you do, you better do it from a position of strength. You lose weight by running? There you go. Does Minervino recommend low float stocks and then pump and dump after subscribers join, or is that a bullshit rumor? I have no idea. I do know he has mentioned a lot of some really thin stocks on Twitter. I don't know what his motivations for that are. Like the guy, he's been trading for like what, 30 years successfully. He was in the market wishes like, I don't know, 20 years ago. Like he should be a billionaire. Why is he not a billionaire? Why is he selling subscription services? I don't know, man. I know he has a solid trading framework. He has written 2 really good trading books that have helped me a lot. But you know, some things are just weird. I don't know. Yeah, 37 years. DLTH. Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, it's just an incredibly liquid stock. Why would he even mention something like this? I don't know. I don't know. Well, it does scale. His strategy does scale. If he increased his time frames a little bit, and if he's, you know, traded stocks like, you know, Twitter or MU or Nvidia, you know, the strategy is very scalable. You can easily trade it with several $100 million. No problem. You think he gambled it away on Bitcoin? What do you mean? Bitcoin has been going up. Yeah, exactly. Like, he's in the US championships, investing championships right now, and he's leading the $1 million plus account category. Wait. So, I mean, he's a great trader. I don't know. I don't know what his motivations are. I don't know his situation. For me, it doesn't make sense. Maybe he just hasn't figured out how to scale. Which is kind of weird because there's a lot of very liquid stocks that behave exactly like the stocks he, you know, like the strategy that fits into his strategy. So I don't know. I don't know. And maybe he's just an addict. Who can blame him? I'm an addict too. In a way, if you're gonna be successful in trading, you know, you kind of have to be a degenerate addict. No one who's semi-serious about markets is really gonna be very successful at it. That's just how it is. Because there are no mediocre successful traders. In this business, you can't be mediocre. If you're mediocre, like you can be mediocre in any other type of business. You can be mediocre teacher. You can be a mediocre, like, I don't know, chef. You can be a mediocre anything, and you can still have a job and pay your bills. In trading, you can't be mediocre. If you're mediocre, you're gonna lose money. So you have to be good. And you won't be good if you're half-assed. You gotta be really motivated. Really focused. Looks like things are starting to bounce now. The ones that my positions that showed the weakness so far are now bouncing, like Roblox, Arc K, and AMAT, and all of these things. This is a very, very slow bull run. I'm not gonna lie. Very slow. Not even close to what we had most of last year and early this year. But I am a little bit annoyed. I missed the mRNA and PNTX. These are two of the more explosive liquid stocks over the past month. Oh well. Someone made a PDF on the Discord. Can someone link it? Yeah, growth generation is getting tight. Kind of surfing the 100 day, been building higher lows. It's kind of tight. Looks great on the weekly too. Been a long flag now, 4-month flag. 4 months it's been going sideways. Yeah, looks good. Very thin though. But yeah, it needs to break out with conviction if it's gonna go. Yeah, I just found something funny on YouTube. %88.89% win rate. Nice. All right, let's go through this PDF and let's see. So this is for what? TOS, okay. How you can get the ADR and moving averages, dollar volume. Oh, everything, all the important things. All right. Click studies, edit studies, simple moving average, add selected, yeah. Length 20, color yellow, yeah. This is how you create the dollar volume study. That's the code for it, okay. ADR, that's the code for ADR. Holy shit, this is great. I get these questions all the time. Yeah, I'm gonna add it to the blog. Yeah, yep. I'm gonna add it to the blog. Great. Thanks, Bounty Hunter Dad. That's awesome. Great work. Yeah, I know. That was the funny part. Not that it's like a 90% win rate. It's 89.89% win rate. Oh, it's hilarious. Oh man, I want to take a nap, but I gotta leave for dinner soon. It's like watching paint dry. And this is what trading is most of the time. It is like watching paint dry. %. Depends on the stock. Again, 8% is just a random number. Like 8% on something like SQM it's almost 3 times its ADR, while 8% on something like Roblox, or let's see, do I have something even faster? I don't have anything super fast. But for example, Roblox, it's a little bit less than 1 time ADR. Like, it's just a random number. It's like the stock B4% breakout. It doesn't make any sense. You have to put it in relation to something, because 4%, it can be very little or it can be very much. The same thing with an 8% stop loss. It can be very little or it can be very much. I don't believe in blanket approaches. Yeah, Envis, for example, like 8% for a stock like this, it's like what? A third ADR, less than a third, right? While on some other stock, it may be 3 times its ADR. So, you know, no, I generally don't agree with these, you know, percentage rules. It's the same thing like, well, actually, it's not the same thing, never mind. But yeah, no, I don't like the approach. The logic behind it is you should cut your stop, you know, you lost it at some point. That's the basic logic, but I think you kind of need to put it in relation to how volatile the actual stock is. Yeah, exactly. GME had an insane ADR. And this is one of the best trading stock this year. It maybe, you know, one of the best trading stocks, at least the last 10 years. Had an insane ADR, both here, and this whole period from like late January to like mid-March had a crazy ADR. Now it's kind of, let's look, ADR. Yeah, 70% down here. And when it broke this range here, like my stop on it was like 10-15%. Because you can't use an 8% stop on something like that has an ADR of 50 or 60, which was the case when I bought this little range break. You know, you gotta you gotta use some logical areas on the chart. Don't worry about the percentages. As long as it's, you know, as long as it makes sense. Okay. Have a great evening, Stock Daddy. You're the original daddy of the stream. Alright, I gotta get my ass moving. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you tomorrow, guys. And girls, and non-binary. See ya, guys.